Hey everybody, how y'all doing today?
What up,
What up? What's going on?
Thank you for tuning in to Clink Sip and Chat Edition.
Mm-hmm.
We are your hosts. I am Kay.
And I am Cam, and we are all things Cam and Kay. Clink, 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 boom, boom.
Hey.
Hey.
So we thank you for stopping by, because you could be watching some other stuff, but thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Okay.
You.
Thank you for stopping by. We are a couple of filmmakers, a couple of creatives who like to get together and we talk about whatever. And we want to invite you to our conversations, as we sip and chat. Okay.
Did you say sip and chat? Because, honey, extra on the sipping. Well, hey, today.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. We need to get that out the way, okay?
And you got to share. Share.
Yeah. So whatever we talk about today, our different segments, our main topics, feel free to chime in. We really want to hear from you, okay? All right.
So today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people talk about. We're going to talk about daddy issues.
That's a good topic. But before we dive into our main topic, we always start off with our conversation cards so you can get to know us a little bit better.
Getting to know you. Or us.
Know about us. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to get into our second segment, and then we're going to get into our main topic. So, y'all, Cam's braids are fly, aren't they? I am loving those braids.
I appreciate that, girl, but you wearing that hat, though.
Thank you, girl.
And she got the classic hoops on.
Yeah, like the big Jody Watley hoops, so.
Real love.
I'm looking for a new love, baby. A new love. Yeah.
Okay, we almost got there.
Right.
What's she?
Okay. All right, so I know probably a lot of people can relate to this, but we're going to see what we do. Do you fall asleep with the TV on?
If I fall asleep with the TV on, I have to be really, really tired. Mm-hmm. And I say that because most of the time I don't sleep with the TV. I sleep in a room with no TV. It's like, I got a separate room for the TV. What about you?
I used to be like that until somebody talked me into getting a TV in my room. So I do have a TV in my bedroom now. And I never was that person because I didn't like to have a TV in my bedroom either. Mm-hmm. But I do fall asleep like with the TV on. I don't know why. As I got older, I
think too, because I have you got the computer, the tablet, so I'll have that. Mm-hmm. So maybe now it's not falling asleep with the TV on, it's falling asleep with the tablet.
Yeah, but before I have a TV in my room though, I will watch like Netflix or whatever on my phone and will fall asleep. So
same thing. But yeah.
Okay, all right.
Next card.
So we want to know in the comments, do you fall asleep with the TV on? Do you have a TV in your bedroom?
And are you watching TV or is the TV watching you?
All right. Oh, wow. This is a good one.
Okay.
What is the 1 year of your life you would like to do over?
Oh, gosh.
I know, right?
I think that question is too vast for me. That would take a lot of thought. I think I'm finally at the place in my life where I respect my decisions and the things that I made, because I think if we could go back in time, if I changed anything, it might not have turned out to be the great life I have now. So I would say I wouldn't change a thing right now.
Okay. If I were to change just 1 year, because I'm the type of person if I can go back, I would. Wow. Just 1 year?
That's what I'm saying. If you said like a 5-year period,
5 years span.
One, like,
Child, happy to be here. Oh man, wow! Because like you said, because it's like if that didn't happen, then this wouldn't have happened. But if I had to pick for the sake of the cards, I would say I will go back to August 2017.
I thought you were gonna say 1990. Chef
No,
Rocking's soccer full of green.
I
greens.
would not have. I would not have responded to a certain text, and wasted some years.
And wasted the time after the text.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to do that. Go back to
See,
that.
now if they had a card that said I would not have responded to a certain text, I would have been like, yeah, that was a little bit more pinpoint.
Right, but that's the year that I would start over. August 2017. Yes. All right, y'all. So our next segment is Cam. What's going on?
Well, all you Tubi watchers, what's going on with Cam and Kay is Cam is in a new series on Tubi called Street Legal. I'm in episode 3. I'm playing a role called Eileen Hammond, shameless plug. Shout out to the whole cast of Street Legal. The whole season is fire. Dennis Reed Productions here in Detroit. You are doing your thing. Homestead Entertainment. Kudos. Grateful for the opportunity, and Detroit rocks. So that's what's going on.
I mentioned it on Tuesday's episode of our recap. Because I binged it on Saturday, I believe, and it was really good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. It was entertaining. Again, my sister thing. It is a good series. So it's like hood Law and Order ish, but in the D.
Yeah.
So
it's something different coming from Detroit. The way that it's shot, the lighting, they did a really good job.
They did. So it is streaming on Tubi. You can download Tubi on your
it's free.
On your apps. It's free.
Tubi is free.
Either on your phone or on your smart TV, and it was good. So support our sis and watch Street Legal on Tubi. But something else that's going on though is that article I sent you today about I just learned about it like over the weekend. Young lady out of Houston, Texas was hit with a brick in the face because she turned down somebody's romantic advances. And it's a shame, you have people coming out with like, well, she told him like, well, go ahead and hit me, whatever. But regardless, if she said that or not, that's not the point. The point is who's going to protect us Black women, and we getting this from our men. Because I know I have some stories, with dealing with that, and it's just crazy.
I think that it is really crazy, and it's unfortunate that happened to her. I think it's really it's super crazy because we're living in a time now where people are so angry, and they are constantly, if you can't get your way, you're gonna do stuff to people. But also for our sisters, don't invite somebody to bring harm upon you. That's my only issue from her part. I would never invite somebody to hit me or provoke them in any way.
So
if that happened, but at the end of the day, she did not deserve to get hit in the face with a brick.
She did.
That's like crazy to me. Super crazy.
Because it's like we as women, we have to, and it's a shame, we have to deal with turning somebody down, and then either they, and this is a lot of time it's from our Black men. Unfortunately.
Right, you get called out your name, they want to call you a B and cuss you out.
Yes, and because I was talking to somebody today about this, and I had an incident where I was in high school. I was a senior in high school, right? And a few of us, my girls, we skipped and we went to Northland, right?
To the mall, y'all. To the mall, y'all.
So we was at the food court. And this guy walks up to me. You know, I did not find him attractive at all. You know, so I'm like, they don't even come up to me for. So
you got chose.
I got chose. So I gave him. You know how we did. I gave him a fake phone number, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know he leaves, right? And you know we walking through the mall. Don't you know he approached me and he was like, I called this number. He called the number because it was pay phones.
He spent his 10 or 20 cents. He was mad, girl. Shoot, 10, 20 cents was a lot of money back then. He called, but how you gonna fact check on me? That was before Google too.
He came up to me, was like, I called this number and they said you don't live. I had to think of something quick on the phone. I forgot what I said. He bought it. And I'm like, dang, because nowadays you can't do that because they can just call right now, you know.
You got a cell phone.
And then I heard like some women, I said, Shane, we have to do this. Some women have like give out their Google numbers. Mm-hmm. So in case, you know, that happens, they call, hi, yeah, hello. But then when they leave, block that person. I'm like, why do we have to do this? We have the right not to want you.
We have the right to say no. Our no should be clear and say no. But I think as women, also just the way you say things, you know, you can try to let somebody down easily, but even if you do that, sometimes they still can get offended. So sometimes it's not a situation we just can't win.
And again, I was talking to someone. When I get, it's unfortunate when I get approached by other races. It's so pleasant when I say, oh, I'm not interested or no. When they ask me out, like the white guys or whatever.
But you wouldn't date one, no. But no. They're the nice.
But you know, they were like, well, thank you. I just want to say, you know, you are so beautiful. You are so gorgeous.
He started me like, she's a queen.
And that's it, you know. And they walk off, and it's like you even I'm leaving like smiling, like that was a very mature encounter.
I just think that sometimes in our culture it's so much pain, hurt, and rejection that we live in a society where people can't take the rejection of it's sad that we can't agree to disagree and say no, smile, and be kind and move forward. So again, we feel sorry for the lady who got hit in the face with the brick. It's very unfortunate that happened, and we hope that doesn't happen again over somebody saying that they don't want to talk to someone. Exactly. That's really cruel and uncalled for.
Exactly, it is. Okay, girl. Lead us into the main topic.
Okay, well, the main topic is daddy issues. You hear this term thrown around a lot about women who could have issues in relationships, toxic relationships, and dysfunctional relationships because they didn't have maybe a strong relationship with their father. I think that it is important for children to have both of their parents, mothers and fathers, because just like women can have daddy issues, men can have daddy issues, but also people can have mommy issues as well. Not just daddy issues, but mommy issues with girls and boys as well. So I guess they should maybe call it parental issues instead of maybe just like daddy issues, because you know, when our parents are raising us, they do the best that they can with us. And unfortunately, in our lives, our parents don't always stay together. So when they don't stay together, the homes can be separate. Some people can co-parent effectively, and some people can't co-parent because people move away and different things happen.
Or the parents just hate each other. You know, that's so unfortunate for the child.
Yeah, and so they have coined the phrase that a lot of women get daddy issues if her dad wasn't present in the home. I say that could be true to a certain degree because you do need a father, but you can also be raised by a very strong woman who can nurture you where you won't have daddy issues. No, a mother cannot replace a father, but she can raise you if she has certain qualities where she could raise you without a dad.
I think with that though, I think it probably still be some type of lingering issues because, like you said, you know, because a mom can't
be a father.
That's just real talk. You know, especially if there's not a a father figure around.
An uncle or
Yeah.
grandfather, no type of male
Yeah.
figure. Yeah, so it was just saying that a lot of times when women have daddy issues, they crave older men.
Mm.
They want older men. That they crave a lot of sexual intimacy.
Mm.
They have abandonment issues.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
No, that's true. Because I myself, my father, he wasn't really present in my life like that. And even to this day, we don't have the best relationship. And but I thank God that I did have father figures in my life. Like my brother's father, he was there when I was small, up until a certain point, and I still consider him as, as a father figure. And my grandfather, you know, but I did notice, I was noticing like in my early 20s, like like just different patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, and I'm Christian as well, so my heavenly Father, he helped a lot too. So I was like, Lord, what? Why am I, doing the same pattern? And He told me it was like because of, my father wasn't, present. I didn't have that good relationship with him. I mean, it wasn't nothing like huge or anything like that. It was just. Sometimes a little something, something.
Sometimes men feel like if they're not with the mother, that they can't be a father, and that's irritating to me because it's like, okay, you broke up with her, not me. I don't have nothing to do with it.
Well, with my thing with my father, he was more interested in my mom. So, like, but whatever, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I just thank God that He pointed out those things to me. And just slight abandonment issues,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But again, I was blessed enough to have father figures in my life, to fill that void. But I did notice just a little something, something.
I think also for me, my dad was around, but he wasn't present. And when I say that, he was in the home, but then after my parents got divorced, he wasn't present. He did move around the corner, so I mean, I did always know where he was, but he wasn't the dad that I wish he, because you grow up watching the Huxtables,
right.
It's that's what you see, but that's not reality,
right?
Because a lot of people who grew up in 2-parent households, like, the mother might work a day shift and the father might work the night shift. So by the time you as a child get home, the dad is gone because he's at work, and then you're with your mom. So it was kind of almost like there was a single family household with a lot of people. I've talked to people who grew up in the household with both of their parents being married, and they say they wish their parents would have gotten divorced because they were not. They knew that their parents weren't happy, but a lot of times parents stay together for the child, thinking that they're fooling the child when the child know all along, and sometimes you're causing them more turmoil staying together just for appearances' sake than just moving on with your life. So another thing about daddy issues, it says that people have trust issues, and I believe that is true. What do you think?
No, that's definitely true. Yeah, that's true. Because I know I had some trust issues. Not because I don't think not because of my father per se, but because of what the person was doing. Because they being shady. So so I'm like So you had some trust issues, but I I remember I talked to this about my therapist because the person I'm dating now, he's a great guy. He's really he is. And like kind of earlier on, when something happened, my mind immediately went like
to the left,
to the left, like for real. And it wasn't even like that. I was like, Kalani, you need to get a grip. You need before you mess this up. You
Yeah.
know, and that's when I started back seeing my therapist, a therapist, because she's no longer my therapist because she got another job. Anyway,
Girl.
so I started seeing a therapist because I really wanted to work through that, and and I let him know why I felt the way I felt, and he was very understanding, and we always like check in with one another. The good thing is that I didn't even have to tell him to like check in. Like when we started dating early on, like my previous, I always like check it, But people on some stuff, of course, they're not gonna, do
Right.
things. So, but I liked it because I didn't even have to say like check in. He just automatically knew to do that. I'm like, okay, I like this. But yeah, so I did. I was working through just like a little bit of residue,
Yeah.
of trust issues. But yeah, I'm good.
I think too, it was saying that when I was reading that it makes you feel insecure.
Mhm.
A lot of insecure because like I said, that parents are important, period, but especially fathers. And I think that with us as girls, that male figure is our first
First love.
love and our
Yeah.
first, idea of what a relationship
Yes.
is with a man. So not having a father can give you a lot of insecurities, especially if he's not around, because it makes you feel like,
Why
why
doesn't
doesn't
he
he
want
want
me?
me?
Yeah.
Why isn't he here? Is it something I did? You take the responsibility on, especially when you're a child, to say, what can I do to make this better? And a lot of us grow up into adulthood feeling the same way. Like, you know, um, you want to avoid relationships because you don't want to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You're insecure. You don't want people to get close to you. You have dysfunctional relationships where, maybe the guy doesn't call you or even communicate well, but you think that that's normal because you didn't talk to your father.
Right.
You may not have seen him when you saw him, and then, it's just a lot of different things that I think we go through with our parents, and especially being a girl. You need your dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's something magical about that male energy, that other perspective that is from a strong, sincere person that's not as emotional as our mothers are, but they're more
logical and
steadfast.
Yeah, I agree.
So, also it says something about difficulty expressing emotion.
Mm.
I think it's a lot of things that go into when you do have daddy issues, and I think if you are having daddy issues, that you should definitely go talk to someone to learn how to communicate effectively and sort out your feelings so you can get a better grasp on what happened in your childhood and not project that onto other men that come into your life.
Exactly, because you don't want to, like in my case, you don't want to mess up a good thing.
Don't you blow a good thing, baby.
But yeah, it's I'm a huge supporter, as you see my shirt, Mental Health Matters, of just taking care of your mental, and that involves dealing with any type of issues stemming from the past. And especially because we're talking about daddy issues. If you have those daddy issues, it's good to talk with a professional, talk with someone so they can help you
sort through
it and like correct some wrong ways of doing things,
and you're
so you'll be happy in your relationships.
And stinking thinking. Because sometimes we can think things are one way because we see situations happen between our parents with through the lens of a child. But as we mature, we can see things differently because we can see things from different perspectives. So it's really important to sometimes talk to someone that is a professional and just talk things out and think things through. So, as you can see, we are healthy and whole.
Yes.
Because we have gone to counseling and we are healthy and whole also because of our faith.
Yes.
Because when my physical father was not there, I always had my heavenly father.
Come on now.
And I'm thankful that I had my heavenly father to guide me through, to be able to be in his presence and accept the presence of his love, because God's love never fails.
That's true.
And
because
he's always there.
So, and like you were saying, like even with some issues stemming from like an absent father, could be, like promiscuity, all because you're trying to find that love, and I thank God that I did not go down that route, and my self-esteem was built in him, because, I no one
The
couldn't
Lord.
just come to me and like, oh, you look so good. I know I look.
I know, honey, my mama made me and my daddy.
I know, because you couldn't get me with that. And I attribute like this, all of that, my confidence and everything, who I am, because of whose I am. That really helped me, like my faith, like for real, for real. Like I could have gone down a totally different path, like totally different.
Yeah, and I think that having those father issues and just the assurance of that you are loved, having the love of God will keep you and sustain you and help you navigate through your life. Because sometimes it's not about what we can see and about who's there, but it's about what we can't see and the knowing that we get from our spirits that God is always there and He's not going anywhere. He's already gone before you. He beside you. He behind you.
Right.
He got you.
And just like my tattoo says, like on the back on my back, love never fails. No, God is love, and He never fails. And I put that there to remind myself that He always have my back, like no matter what.
Yes. So thank you for sharing with us this time, and thank you for listening to us about the subject of daddy issues. If you have anything that you would like to talk to us about, anything you would like for us to, talk about on the show, please feel free to leave something in the comments, and you can also contact us at allthingscandidk@gmail.com.
Yeah. And
like,
comment, and share and subscribe, all that good stuff. And keep tuning in. We have some things coming down the pipeline. We're working on some stuff, and it's going to be off the hook. Okay. So thank you for tuning.
Thank you for tuning in
to
Clink.
All right, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.